Hello, I'm Dane Rose, and I want to thank you for considering mystical landscapes. In a few moments, I'm going to introduce you to three very different clients and let them talk a little bit about how we've helped them on their project. But before we do, I want to explain three areas that we've made specific changes to address the three most important and common complaints that clients have with the contracting industry. So the three complaints are: 1, poor communication; 2, cost overruns; and 3, work dragging on and not being done on time. And as it turns out, these three things often tie together. And so the first thing that we do is we don't do any work without a thorough design process. What this does is it eliminates 80% of the change orders that jack up costs and create delays later on in the project. The second thing is we only do one job with full attention until complete. And this allows us to do work faster. It means that we make fewer mistakes and we're really on your project until it's done. And finally, I am your sole contact throughout the entire landscape design and installation process. I'll be meeting with you to give you a free initial design estimate. I'll walk you through the design process, I'll give you a free bid, and I'll personally be on site installing and acting as foreman for the installation throughout the installation process. What this means is that the dialogue back and forth is limited to just you and I, and so there's very little room in that for misunderstanding and miscommunication. I note everything that we agree on in our contract and update it by email, so you get exactly what you are expecting. I'd like to introduce you to David now and tell you a little bit about David's project. So this is a little bit of a break from much of my portfolio because David has an unusually creative and colorful personality, and so what we focused on was taking his favorite artwork inside the house and transforming a rather drab condo garden inspired by his own favorite paintings.
Into the patio now from the dining room, and the first thing you'll notice is this checkerboard tile. Perhaps we can show it later in more depth. Previously there was just a cement slab here, and you'll notice some new plantings and new pots, and over here on the wall you'll find what's called outdoor canvas art. We'll take a look at two more things here. One is the floor of the deck. That's an old Trek flooring material that Dane and his crew painted in the bright yellow and blue colors, which I really like. And above them are two other umbrellas. These umbrellas happen to be from China. They're extremely well made. All my neighbors say it's really happy and colorful and looks like it's inviting to people to come over and see and enjoy.
Next, I'd like to introduce you to Gary, and Gary had a couple of driving values. One was increasing privacy with the neighbors, with the uphill neighbors. 2 was increasing real estate value, and 3, he liked a contemporary style, so the garden and the design reflects that.
When I bought the property, I knew I didn't have much space in the bank for landscape for what I really wanted. However, I sat down with Dane and he presented me some ideas, and the benefit of that was this. I had a concrete wall approximately 6 or 7 feet high that ran the length of the entire length of the property to my neighbor's wall over there. Dane showed me the benefit of dropping that wall by 18 inches and opening up back to a contemporary fence. I initially was going to put in a 4-foot fence just running along again the length of the property, but Dane came up with the idea of putting in a contemporary Asian style fence with the bamboo with the final product, which I'm very happy with.
Now I'm going to introduce you to Steve Nunes, and for this job the main mandate was to create a more attractive entrance. And the biggest hurdle in that, the biggest thing that we wanted to address, was to eliminate these very big white railings that dominated the front of the house, which we did with a combination of, we did some flower bed plantings in the front of the steps to eliminate the need for railing on that side. We did wire stainless steel railings, for the up and the steps. We also reduced the width of the steps a little bit, and we replaced the monolithic concrete pour with bluestone, and then an ironwood Ipe step going up to the front door.
I'm going to tell you what our wonderful landscaper Dane has done from Mystical Landscaping. What you see here is, of course, the after picture, the transformation that he has taken from what was before, and that is a enormous concrete pad with these white, I hate to say hideous railings, but they were, because now we have something to compare it to, but it really took away from our beautiful front area. And when Dane came in, he came up with a great plan, and he really transformed this. So Dane, thank you very much. Mystical Landscaping is a great company if you're looking at somebody to transform your front landscape.
I want to thank you for watching and for your interest. Please give us a call, and I'd love to come out and give you a design estimate. I look forward to hearing and learning how I can help you with your landscape needs.